But at the time, like nobody in my school in Canada liked anime except for me and my one friend. So we always felt so weird and that's kind of what I relate to with Elio the most is just that longing of belonging somewhere.
반갑습니다. 이승국입니다. 픽사의 새로운 애니메이션 엘리오의 개봉을 맞이해서 제가 출연하고 있는 지니TV를 통해 작품을 공동 연출하신 도미시 감독님과 메들린 샤라피안 감독님 그리고 작품의 제작자인 메리 앨리스 드럼 이렇게 세 분을 비대면으로 만나볼 수 있는 기회가 있었습니다. 그날의 대화 바로 시작합니다.
Hello.
Oh, nice to see you.
Nice
I'm
to see you.
I'm Singugi from South Korea. I work for Genie TV.
Great to meet you.
Great to see you. And let me just say this. I've watched Elio. This will make people cry. You know that, right?
Good.
That's the hope. Made
And
us cry.
let me
Glad to hear it.
yeah. Let me just ask you some questions about the film I loved. First one is for all of you. So anyone who have answered, just tell me the answer. In Elio, for the first time in Pixar's feature-length animation history, we get to meet some communicatable aliens. But the thing is, there are already tons of alien movies in the world, and people have their own imagination about what aliens should be like. So to bring something new and entertaining to the audience of 2025, how did you try to approach and present these special beings and the world they're living in?
Yeah, I think our approach was that normally in a lot of sci-fi movies, aliens are very scary. Aliens are here to abduct you, to hurt you, to replace you. But we thought, wouldn't it be such a fun and interesting twist on a sci-fi story if there was a boy who wanted to be abducted by aliens because he just felt so out of place on Earth. And when he does get abducted, it is the most magical, amazing place he's ever seen. And to design aliens and this space world through the eyes of a boy who wants to live in space with aliens. So that was, I think, the North Star for our art team and how they designed the world was just to like try to infuse it with so much color and like organic shapes and just to make it feel like the opposite of Earth for Elio. On Earth, Elio like felt very constricted. He was living on a military base, so all the colors are very desaturated. So once he gets into space, we designed the communiverse just to feel like his personal heaven. So it's colorful, it's bright, it's magical, and all of these creatures of all shapes and sizes, they all look weird. So he no longer feels weird because everybody is weird. And that was our approach to designing this kind of sci-fi world, seeing it through Elio's eyes.
Yeah, the North clearly did its work because I love the aliens in it. And
Yeah.
which leads my question to Madeline. In your short previous animation, Burrow, within just 7 minutes, you successfully showed us various animals and how each species live in so adorably underground. Uh, like Romy said, in this movie, it's aliens rather than animals. So
Mm.
it's not just designing them. There should be some considerations about how they should move, how they should sound. I personally was impressed with how you made Gloden so adorable throughout the movie. So how did you like try to present all these aliens and make the audience fall in love with them?
Yeah, I mean, it's not just, their design should be interesting and varied, but underneath that design, we still have to know who that character is. And Glorden, we knew, had to have this sort of terrifying exterior so that when you first meet him, you think like, yeah, Elio's gonna die. He's gonna die right now. But then when he opens his mouth and that sweet voice comes out of it, that you realize the scariest character we've shown you so far is the sweetest one you're gonna meet. And once you know that, the animators can just have a field day. They're so talented and they're up for any challenge at this point. So the fact that Glorden has 6 legs and no eyes, to them, they're like, get me in there. I think they love stuff like that at this point. So as you're watching the film, I think it's really fun to appreciate how much they're able performance-wise to get out of Glorden with just his little echolocation whiskers, his little ears, his giant mouth, and just some posture He's a really impressive character, and I love all the aliens. Underneath them, we know who they are, even if we didn't always get the chance to stop down and explain them in the film. They all have distinct personalities, and the animators know them, and hopefully it comes through when we watch it that they feel alive.
Well, come to think of it, I did like the voice of Claude. It was so adorable and such a
Yeah.
pleasing voice to hear. And my next question is to Mary Alice. Every Pixar movie has their own uniqueness in them that resonates with not only children, but also grown-ups who brought their children to the theaters. And sometimes it's the uniqueness that make grown-ups cry when kids are just having a great time. So what is the unique element of Elio that will capture every heart of anyone who watches this movie?
Oh, wow. I think Pixar movies are best when they're working on many levels, as you're saying, that kids are getting some jokes and adults are getting other things. I think one of the unique parts of this film is Maddie and Domi do many homages to like sci-fi movies that probably adults will enjoy, while creating these adorable characters like Glorden that really speak to kids. And it's just such a beautiful film that I think everyone will enjoy this journey together. But I think the humor and this unexpectedness that Maddie and Domi put in the movie will be particularly enjoyable for adults.
If I'm correct, I think I've noticed the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy homage in the film with some characters. So that's one of my personal favorites. So thank you for putting it in. And my last question to wrap things up goes to Domi. From your previous works like Bao and Turning Red, we see protagonists coming of age within the realm of people they've already known. But like you said, Elio's different. It seems like there's no one on Earth can provide him with what he wants in the world. So he literally escaped the Earth. So how did you enjoy his journey in this film? And what do you want the audience to feel about this journey in particular?
Yeah, I mean, I hope that audiences relate to Elio's pain. Like I feel like I did when I joined the project and just feeling like that weird kid in school. At the time, like nobody in my school in Canada liked anime except for me and my one friend. So we always felt so weird and like like every day I hoped and prayed that I could go to animation school and finally find my people. And that's kind of what I relate to with Elio the most is just that longing of belonging somewhere. And I know like so many kids and adults are probably going through the same thing. Like they feel very alone where they are and they like desperately want to find their people. And my hope is that the movie and Elio's journey really encourages them to seek that out, to like go and make those connections, to go search for connections, search for your people. Don't just lie there and wait. Like you have to be brave and seek it out yourself, like Elio does.
Thank you for bringing such a great film for us. And like you guys love Pixar there, we love your people. So thank you for every work you've done for us. And we're looking forward to watch another movie coming out from your hands. Thank you. And I should say this, I should wrap things up like this. What was it? Okay, bye, I love you.
Okay, bye, love you.
Oh. Okay, bye. We love you.
Bye.
네, 그렇게 세 분과의 대화가 마무리되었습니다. 엘리오는 지금 바로 극장에서 만나보실 수 있으니까요. 궁금하신 분들은 확인해 보시고요. 영상 재밌게 보셨다면 영상에 댓글, 좋아요 눌러주시고요. 구독과 알람 설정하는 거 잊지 말아주시길 바라며 저는 다음번 다른 영상으로 돌아오도록 하겠습니다. 지금까지 전 천재이승국의 이승국이었습니다. 감사합니다. 바이바이.